absolute ass. I don't know what's wrong with it. Yes, Ethan just finished off. I heard everything. I'm sure you guys, think you guys did as well. You are on Duke against Houston. I completely agree with that. I think Houston, they're just not looking good. Yes, they beat Longwood. That was the only game they looked decent in. And Longwood is a 16 seed that I've never heard of. Don't even know what state they're in. Houston lost really bad to Iowa State to end the regular season, and then went to overtime with the Texas A&M team, who are seeing that the SEC is just not a powerful conference. Yeah, I'm all here for it. I'm all here to fade Houston. I'm going to give my final play. It's also in that Portland Houston game, and again, trying to just fade the public. I know it's a stupid idea, but that's what I'm on. I'm going to take Jalen Green for the Houston Rockets under 26.5 points. It's the most bet on player prop today for him to go over. The one thing for Houston, they have no Jabari Smith because of a suspension. And then they have no Sengun or whatever his name is. He's out for the season with an ankle. Jalen Green during this 8-game win streak for the Rockets is averaging like 28 points a game. Without Sengun, he's averaging I think 34. So it's just the most popular bet on player prop today. I'm going to take up under points. The Trailblazers may suck, but they actually have a pretty solid defense. They keep teams right around 110 points or below. So I think it's going to be a lower scoring game where, I am on Portland plus 13.5. I think they cover. And I just think Jalen Green is going to have a lower scoring night.
I like it. Yeah, final bet for me. Try to get through this quick. Again, back to the tournament. I am going to take Marquette minus. I'm seeing 6.5 at this point. I faded NC State in their first 2 games. Lost a 2-unit play on Texas Tech. Really thought NC State would fizzle out after their 5 games in 5 days to even make the tournament. Oakland luckily covered, couldn't win outright. I just think NC State's done. I've kind of liked NC State literally since 09. They were kind of a Cinderella of mine that I picked to go far in a tournament back when I was in middle school. And ever since then, I've just kind of rooted for them in the tournament. This year, they're so public. They're the public Cinderella that everyone loves. I just think it's just so many games that they've had to play to win and to get this far. I've wanted to fade Marquette. I've faded them each of the first 2 games. Didn't pan out in either one. I think they're a little bit better than I am hoping that they are. Kolek can't read, but goddamn, he can sure use that left hand. They're just better than what I'm giving them credit for. NC State's outcoached. They're outmatched. NC State's going to be the public dog of the week. Give me Marquette. I think Marquette ends up pulling away, probably wins by 15.
Depayne, what's up, brother? Is there a way that I can fade both teams? Because that's what I want to do. Like you said, NC State, very public team. I really wanted to see NC State's big guy versus Colorado's big guy. I thought that would have been a great matchup. Such two big boys. They look identical. Prince is on here in the chat. Prince is one of the fellas that won $9,000 this weekend.
Nice.
What I was saying, so I don't really believe in Marquette, to be honest. Yes, they came back against Western Kentucky, but they were down by 7.5. Asker, what's up, my man? And then they collapsed against Colorado. I think Colorado ended up covering by the hook. I think I had plus 4.5. Did you go plus 4?
I had 4.5.
Okay. And I think
we covered by the hook. Yeah.
Okay. I just don't really I don't know. I don't really believe in Marquette. And especially if Marquette wins, like you're saying they are, if they win, I'm going to fade the hell out of them in the Elite 8 game because they've played a 15 seed, a 10 seed, and then an 11 seed. Then they're going to have to play the winner of Duke and Houston, and I'm going to fade the absolute piss out of them. Yeah, I'm not a huge Marquette guy. I made a video today about it on Instagram and TikTok and got absolutely abused. But, yeah, I've never been a big Marquette guy. Marquette will spank NC State. Go ahead.
2 things quick about that. I texted my buddy yesterday. This might be insensitive. The fact that Tyler Kolek I don't know if he's actually illiterate or not. I know he really struggles at school, and there's been multiple reports that he can't read. It makes it very hard to root for him and their team because of that. I don't know why, but I just struggle to. And going back to Colorado, I really wanted to see that Colorado-NC State matchup, like you said. And I was almost, I'll take this with a grain of salt, almost as upset when Colorado lost yesterday as I was when Michigan State lost. I really wanted to see. The team is fun with De Silva and Simpson and Lampkin down low. It's a very fun team to watch. I was really hoping they'd make a Final Four run. I don't know all of their status for next year, if they're seniors or transferring or entering the portal or whatever it is. But if they can get those three guys back, look out for Colorado next year.
I agree. I have one more thing on college basketball, but there is a game in 4 minutes that I have a really solid lean on. Unfortunately, I have no more units to deploy, but I love the Atlanta Hawks tonight. I believe they're plus 10.5. Boston is on a 10-game win streak. They're the most bet team to cover the spread today. I do believe the line quickly dropped. It was 12 all day, 12.5, quickly dropped to 10.5 because Derek White is out for the Celtics. So that made me a little hesitant to take Atlanta. But there's no way Atlanta deserves to be a 10.5 point favorite in this game with or without Derek White, who, yes, is a starter, but really not that big of a deal. So love the Hawks. I believe they start at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Whatever you do not bet the Celtics. Asker's in here. Is it a funny name? It's for people who bet. Asker. Bettor, Bettor, is for people.
But it is a play on words for
bettering.
Yeah. Life is better when you're winning. Life sucks when you're not. So this weekend sucked.
What else was I going to say? I had one more thing to say. What else did I get shit on today for my video? Oh, I have Bama pretty low in my rankings. I don't like. If I was a Sweet 16 team, I would really want to play Bama. They're very. Go ahead.
They have the worst defense remaining.
The worst defense. If you can stop them down offensively, which Grand Canyon kind of did. I mean, they allowed Bama to 71 points, which that's a win on anyone's book. I don't know. I would love to play Bama. I don't think they're very solid. I still don't really believe in San Diego State, even though I do like them against UConn, like I said. What else did I get? I still don't know how I feel about Illinois. Again, I really like. I mean, their offense is amazing right now. It's really clicking, but Morehead State and Duquesne. I know Duquesne had a pretty solid defense, which didn't even seem to slow down Illinois. And I know they can't pick who they play, which people also did not like that I was making fun of who they played. But at the end of the day, you got to look at who they played in the tournament. And they played Morehead State and Duquesne. So Duquesne shouldn't even have been in the tournament. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Illinois. I had them at 9 out of the 16, which was, I guess, a little low. I saw a couple other guys, like ESPN analysts, had Illinois at 3, and that's not correct. But yeah, I think that's my biggest controversial power rankings. I did post a tweet of my Sweet 16 power rankings, which people made sure that I was dumb for saying. So
yeah, I did see that. Quick, just off the top of your head, or if you can get a bracket pulled up quick, what is your updated Final Four and champion?
Yeah, it's really hard for me not to have UConn. So I'm gonna have UConn in the whatever top left. Bottom, I think I'm gonna go North Carolina. No, I'm gonna go Arizona, and then I'm gonna go Purdue, and then I'm gonna go Duke.
Arizona was yours?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Arizona, Purdue, Duke, and UConn.
I'm definitely in on UConn, Duke, and Purdue.
I just didn't want to be square and have UConn, but the way UNC, but the way this tournament's going, it could very well just be all 1 seeds.
I'll go on one limb. I love UConn. I love Purdue. I love Duke. I think they all get there. I'll go Clemson.
Clemson.
I
got shit on. I got shit on that one. I mean, they won both games as underdogs. They're the only team that's doing well right now, and I respect them for it. So I don't want to fade them because they're doing God's work and they don't know it.
Yeah. And here's my reasoning. Bama shoots lights out, beats North Carolina. Clemson catches Arizona. Clemson defends they have to be one of the better defensive teams left. I don't know that for a fact, but just they pass the eye test defensively. They can score in the paint. They can score from 3. I think they can catch Arizona, and then I just bank on Alabama having an off night shooting. Also, really quick, going back to Alabama, as a Grand Canyon bettor last night, plus 5.5 and money line, the turnovers were unbelievable. I've never seen a team turn the ball over more, probably since like the 2021 Michigan State Spartans, because they turned it over every other possession. But that that was the most unbelievable thing I've seen in my life. I mean, they
Yeah.
had that game won. It was like they just were so focused on getting transition points, so they just didn't even care about the ball. They were just like, fuck it, rebound, dribble immediately, even though there's three guys around us. I don't know. It was pretty hard to watch. And we still had a very solid chance to cover and win outright, and just went cold for the last 4 minutes. So that was frustrating. But yeah, I think Bama is extremely beatable.
Yeah. DePaint has Houston, North Carolina, UConn, and Purdue, all ones. With Baycott gotten something to prove. I can't stand Baycott. I don't like his face. He's 25 years old. I mean, get him out of the tournament. Get him out of college basketball. Him and Edie, honestly.
So is
Those guys are
isn't there other guy 25? Cormac?
North Carolina's.
Cormac
Yeah,
Ryan?
someone's old down there. I actually think he's older than Baycott. I think he's 25 and Baycott's 24. But yeah. All right, we got to get off quickly because games are starting, but we just wanted to hop on here. Apologize for being late. We will be back on maybe this weekend. We'll figure something out. Also, make sure you do check us out on all of our social media, our YouTube, obviously, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Thank you guys for liking and subscribing. We're at 624, so we're working our way up there. But got a little bit of everything. We'll have an NBA show. College basketball. We will have some UFC, MMA. But appreciate you guys for hopping on, and hopefully you're still alive after March Madness. I know I question being alive, but I appreciate you guys hopping on, and we will see you guys soon.
See you guys.